DJ Ferris.
The Chicago, nigga.
It's the real one.
Hit me.
Only one is pulling shit the fuck up.
Let's get to sports talk.
Season stopped. The Celtics were third in the East, joining the Raptors and Bucks as the only teams in the conference to have clinched a playoff berth. The future of the playoffs, well, that's a whole another ball of wax. Let's bring back Brian Windhorst. The future of the Celtics, Brian, I guess both short and long term, in your estimation, comes down to what?
Is Jayson Tatum really going to be a superstar player? They did a great job. They had three top 6 picks over the course of 4 years. They got Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Jayson Tatum, all three hitting. Great job by Danny Ainge.
Yeah, great job by Danny Ainge because they all hit on the cylinder. You got 2 elite offensive players in Tatum and Brown. Brown missed the All-Star this year. Jayson Tatum made the All-Star this year. And then you got an elite defender in Marcus Smart. So that was good drafting by him. Because you got a defender and scorers. And they all pan out. And look at the result for Boston. They clinched a playoff berth before the season ended. And it shows you what difference does your drafting make. Some don't hit, some do. And Danny Ainge did so good of hitting on all 3. And look how he changed the franchise to get back to their winning ways. Because it was good drafting by him. And those 3 want to pan out, then you see Boston going back into the lottery and try to hit the jackpot and see if they going to change the team around. But he hit a straight 7-7 and got 3 good, solid players for him. And it's all about Jayson Tatum turning into a superstar. Because he made an All-Star this year. And next year he's going to get a max contract for them.
They've got a great coach. Are they going to be sort of a team that floats around and maybe gets advances in the playoffs? Or are they going to be in the finals? And that comes down to Jayson Tatum. He is the biggest star on their team. He's got the most potential. This year, after last year was a little bit off, this year he has blossomed. He's had a couple of spectacular games in the second half of the season. If Jayson Tatum is the superstar that they envisioned when they began this whole rebuilding process, when they traded Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce for all those draft picks, hoping to land a player like this, we could see glory days for the Celtics again, but it's very much up in the air. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to have to pay him like it, because after this season ends, he is going to get most likely a max contract. They're going to bet that he becomes that player.
All right, time to pay up for the Celtics. Keep it in the East. With the NBA Board of Governors expected to approve Adam Silver's restart plan Thursday, give us, Brian, the 3 biggest on-court questions you have moving forward.
Well, remember, we haven't seen most of these guys in 3+ months when they come back. Who's going to be in shape? Who's going to be healthy? The big name is Ben Simmons. You know, when he went out with that back...
Yes. Everyone going to be rusty. But Ben Simmons going to be super rusty because he haven't played. He had that back injury, so he been sent out for some amount of months. And once he come back and play, he going to have to ease his way back into playing shape and back into playing the same way before his injury. And everyone else been out for 3 months. He been on leave by 5-6 months. So it's all rust is going to be on him. It's going to be some mistakes he's going to make because he haven't played since then. And he had been sitting out for so long. So if they see him messing up, and you can't say anything because he's been out for like 5-6 months. So it's going to be a lot of rust for everyone. Everyone going to get back into rhythm. And he's going to get back to rhythm.
We weren't sure what his availability was going to be for the playoffs. Well, now he's healthy. And the Sixers were a team that were 29-2 at home. Now, they won't get to play at home, but any team that can go 29-2 on any court is dangerous. You bring Ben Simmons back in, the Sixers all of a sudden are a very interesting team to watch. Also, the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a team that was on pace for 70 wins right about the time that we stopped. They had a little bit of an issue because Giannis had an injury, but this was a team that was dominating everybody across the league. They were playing historically great offense.
that's why they built the team. That's how they built the team in case stuff like this. Giannis went down, they still was playing like a top team because they still had Chris Middleton, they still had the Lopez brothers, they still they got Pat Connaughton, they still got what's his name? They still had the players to be able to still continue winning games. And they got George Hill, and it's just like they built the team to be able to continue to sustain wins in case Giannis is out for some amount of time. They still had their all-star and Chris Middleton on the floor. So they still was on pace to win 70 games even with Giannis being out because they still had a solid team built around him. And that's why this team was still the top of the East because how the team is built. With things like this. In case of emergency when he's down.
And historically great defense. They had great depth. This is a team that, can they recapture that? If they can, maybe they should be the favorites again. And then, of course, the biggest question, what about Kevin Durant? If this doesn't start until late July, 13 months off of his Achilles surgery, would he consider? Now, Woj has said that they're shutting it down, but Sean Marks has left the door open on a couple of occasions. So Durant, and then, Kyrie's a longer shot because that's a 4 to 6 month shoulder injury that he had in March. But let's keep an eye on that situation, especially if we get a return date locked down.
Wow, I sort of mentally wrote off Kevin Durant for this season, but it's so unprecedented, this layoff. Yeah, there's a possibility he could return.
He's going to wait until Kyrie is healthy. They all going to sit out until everyone is fully healthy and the Nets have fully strength. They is not going to rush themselves back. They is going to sit it out and trust their teammates. They go out there and still play solid basketball. They ain't going to rush themselves back. Kevin Durant ain't going to do it. He did it once before. He know the outcome of what happened to him when he rushed himself back. And that's why he was on this 13-month layout, because he rushed himself back. He's learning from that mistake. He's not going to rush himself back. He's going to wait till the team at full strength.
If the season returns, and it sounds like it's going in that direction, Brian Windhorst, our NBA insider, giving us some insight there.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube.